Hi everyone, Lovely Ruth here with another video. It's late in the evening and it is July 28th, 5:11. So here I am. It's been a long day. I've been doing stuff around the house and just still trying to organize myself. I did my hair today. Hope you guys like it. Yeah, it's a little bitty. It's just a throw together style, but it's okay because it's hot weather and you know still gotta look pretty in hot weather. So I thought I'd do short short but sweet. Go get 'em, girl. um I just been trying to do things around the house, try to be a little creative. I need to put my Invisaligns back on, but I'll do that in a minute. Getting ready to go to a movie with my daughter. Yeah, she's taking me to the movies. It's been a while since I have done anything or went out or anything, so I'm looking forward to that. Yay! I was just, trying to do at home nail kit, and I know my hands are, ugh, but I'm 57 years old, so I'm not ashamed of my hands or anything. So I just felt like doing something, passing time away. I still got tons of things that I need to do around here, and I'm taking my own sweet time about it. August is coming in really, really fast, really, really fast. So we have to get my head on ready for that new adventure, whatever that may be. Still looking forward to moving. If not, if I decide to stay here a couple of more months, then so be it. I'm not in a rush to do life as I've been doing it before. I'm letting God take the wheel and I'm trying to play out this thing according to his plans, not my plans, because if it was my plans, I would have been who knows where I would have been, still working on a job that I hate. Still with people that was supposed to be in my life for the season. I would have been still struggling. I would have been still, you know, all over the place. Like that wasn't me. That wasn't me at all. So I've learned to take it easy, take my time about things. And you know what else? Surprising enough, I've learned to start loving myself. Like I said on most of my videos, to love on yourself. Love others, love on yourself. But I actually got it now. It's a thing to love yourself. I love me. I love me. We're in love. But it's actually a different thing to love you. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like I love me, but do I love me? Am I capable of showing myself some love? And I'm not talking about sexually or anything. I'm talking about spiritually, emotionally. Like, or am I able to accept my flaws, accept the things that I can't do, accept my messiness, accept my, you know, things that I am used to doing and I frown upon. Like, it's some women out there that hate their weight. Oh, they can't stand to look at their bodies. They got to get them fixed and everything. But that's a part of loving you, accepting who God made you to be. Now, if you want to improve it, by all means, improve it. Exercise, do what you got to do. But don't hate yourself for being a certain body type. You have to love your body. This is your body. This is actually your whole body is your heart. This is what people see. This is what you see. You quit every day. If you don't like something about it, change it. Fix it to where you like it. But love yourself. Like while you're doing it, say, I love myself enough to get my nose done, or I love myself enough to take care of my my body weight, or my skin, or my hair, or whatever. Those things that you give to yourself, you're loving on you. You're giving love back to yourself. I read somewhere where if you don't love you, how could you possibly love anybody else? You wouldn't know how. So with that, I said to myself, I said, I'm going to start loving Ruthie, loving Miss Ruth. It's just me. I'm just one person. I'm just me. Only thing I have to give to myself is me. Only thing that I have to give to the world is me. And so the me that I have to love it. I have to, look in the mirror at myself naked sometime and say, "You go, girl." You know what I'm saying? I am not the perfect. I don't have the perfect body, but I don't care about having the perfect body. I care about having a healthy body, and that starts within here. And so once I get it in there, like, hey, you be healthy, you take care of yourself. God gave you this temple, you know to live in the body, and so you have to take care of it while you're here. We all have expiration dates. We're gonna expire. We're gonna grow old. Just try to grow old gracefully. um we do things to make ourselves appear better, like makeup. There's nothing wrong with a little makeup every once in a while. Put some makeup on. you know hey, go say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna present the best that I could be today when I step outside. And I learned that the hard way. I used to, when my kids was little, man, it was my babies had to be cute. My babies had the pretty clothes on, and my children had the little cute shoes, and they was neat and clean, and here they go, to the babysitters, to school, wherever. When they was babies, I would have one on my shoulders and one in the walking, and I was just doing it. I was a single parent. I was doing it, and I was giving 100% of myself to my kids. And when I would get ready for work, or when I'm on my way to work, or when I've got my babies all taken care of, here I am throwing on anything, brushing my hair. Like, I wasn't caring enough about myself, how I was presenting myself to the world. And someone wise told me, um, mentioned to me that, you're a beautiful person, you have beautiful soul, you're neat and everything, but I've seen your kids. Your kids are out there. Your kids are beautiful, clean, neat, and everything. But what are you doing for yourself? How are you presenting yourself to the world? Now, mind you, I don't stink or anything. No, that wasn't the case. But I wasn't putting makeup on. My hair was my hair, and it was like ponytail, whatever I had, to do those last minutes to get us out the door fast enough. I did that. I had the leftover. I had the last minute. Should I iron this shirt, or should I not iron it, or should I wear these jeans, or should I wear slacks? It was like taking care of my babies was first, and then myself was last. So it took me a while to realize, and a lot of people think I'm so over the top when I dress, and I don't do the over the top name brands and thing, but I do go out casually. I do go, I wouldn't, yeah, casual. Casual. I would put on, I'm not the person that typically throw on a t-shirt and some jeans. That's nice. I would do that occasionally, but I'll put on a nice shirt and some nice jeans and sandals, or I'll put on a blouse or dress it up with jeans, or jeans dress it up with a blouse, or I'm kind of like very aware of my appearance now, but not that I'm insecure of myself. It's just that I learned that when you present yourself to the world and you're out there, you never know who you're going to meet. You never know if you're going to meet the man of your dreams, or your husband, or your your partner in business or somebody look at you and say, hey, you know what, you'd be perfect for my, the way you carry yourself, the way you want to, you present yourself, you may won't be a perfect fit at my corporation. Or anything can happen. You can meet the next, I don't know, you could meet someone very, very important, but coming out looking any kind of way, I could see if you run into the mailbox or down the street to the neighborhood store, that's fine. But always present yourself, to me, this is for me, y'all. Present yourself in a manner that you want to be spoken to. You know what I'm saying? So if you slouchy and you sloppy and you dirty and you got on ketchup and mustard stains on your t-shirt and you just don't care and it's all wrinkled in your hair all over your head, what is that telling the person that you meet or run into? What is that? What kind of representation or what kind of perception that person is going to have on you? You know what I'm saying? So it's like what you want from people, from others, from the world, from people in general, is what you have to give. You have to put yourself out there, like you want these opportunities to come to you. And mind you, God gonna already open those doors for you, but you know, He made you wonderfully, perfectly made. In His eyesight, we're His children, so we're perfect. So we have to represent. Sometimes we have to represent like whose our God is. Sometimes we gotta represent, what did our parents raise? My parents wasn't like that. My parents wasn't broke down all the time. They wasn't slouching around, didn't have my mom didn't have curlers in her head all the time. My mom got up and took her curlers down, brushed her head and looked presentable. You never knew who was gonna come over, who you had to meet, or it was like that. Even though we were raised, it was a lot of us, we had hand-me-downs, we had, you know donations, and we had these clothes that, you know perfectly clean, good clothes, maybe hand-me-downs or whatever, but we were still neat kids. I don't remember us wearing tore up shirts and sloppy looking jeans or shoes or whatever. So that manner of thinking, I did the right thing with my kids. My kids, I have to install in them that, you know, you have to be presentable. You can't go to school if you can help it. You can't go to school dirty and stinky and, look starved out or anything like that. We were blessed. I was really blessed to even be able to afford to have two kids. So I think I did perfectly well. But I got on that subject is because I wanted to say how you should love on yourself. You should love yourself to the point where you're able to get along with yourself. You're able to stay by yourself and be okay with it. And then when your mate comes along, I think that was one of Medea's saying, learn how to sit with you, learn how to be alone with yourself before you invite people into your life to live with. I mean, in that sense, I'm not saying it right, but in a sense, learn how to get along with you. Learn how to be able to deal with yourself before inviting others to deal with you, because you're not gonna really know how. It starts with you first. It starts with you first. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. I don't know. I just have that energy to. I just went in my closet and I'm looking around, and I do have this thing about me. When you have a whole lot of clothing, a whole lot of choices, it's harder to decide what to wear. And that's not boasting or bragging. It's like literally you can get away with a couple of pair of jeans and a couple of pair of blouses or t-shirts or something. You can make a wardrobe out of 5 pieces of clothing if you play your cards right. But I was in the closet and I'm looking, I'm like, I don't know what to put on. I'm looking for my shorts that go with this top, and I'm like, can't find it. And then I was like, I really want to wear something high top because, the short hair and the neckline thing, I like the taller look. So, and looking through my closet, I can't really find anything to put together. I'm that type of person. I've evolved. I'm that type of person that has to match, or not really match per se, but it has to be in my head to put something together. And I was standing in that closet for hours and trying to figure, like, especially if I'm going somewhere and I already have to visualize what I'm gonna wear, what I'm gonna be doing in it, and whatever. Again, disclaimer, I do not have name brand stuff. I'm not the all in all glamour, name brand chick. I'm okay with no name brand top. I don't know where this top come from. And some no name brand shorts, but mashing them up, dressy shorts and sandals, and that stuff comes easy to me. I don't even it's not even a second thought for me to get um an outfit together. But lately it has been because ah, I'm not going to work, so it's like, what am I on? Why am I going to dress up to go to the store? But I can't dress down. I've never had that mentality to dress down. Dress down. Throw your t-shirt, some shorts on, but it's always a matter of, should I? Got a lot of legs down here. Should I wear jeans, t-shirt, shorts, or t-shirts? I have a problem. It's like wheels be spinning. I have a problem with deciding. That's the thing, deciding on what to wear. Not that I don't have anything, it's just deciding on what to put on that day. I have so many going out um items, going out, on a date. I have so many date clothing, date wear, and I don't even date. I don't even go out on a date. I don't even know anybody. It's crazy, huh? But it's there. So when that somebody asks me out, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wear this. This is gonna be cute. But when that happens, thumbs up for that. I am ready. Church wise, going to church, dressing to go to church. That's down pat. Dressing to go to work. That's down pat. Lounging around the house. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's down pat. But nowadays I have nothing to do, have nothing to, no places, real places to go. So it's like clothes are just sitting there. I hope I don't get too fat for them. Speaking of which, goes back to loving yourself. You gotta love yourself, but you gotta also love the body you're in. You have to do what you need to do for your body. This is the only one you have. When we put in it, we think about it later. We're not thinking about it when we're eating it. No, 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 we're not, because it tastes so good. We're you know eating, and then we say we'll suffer the consequences later. But when we're doing that, sometimes we're not doing the best for our bodies. So, and then I'm looking at, I say we, but me, when I'm looking at ads, if I'm looking at clothing ads on the computer, and I'm looking like, no, I wouldn't wear that. No, that's no. Ooh, how can they wear that? It looks uncomfortable. Oh, and the body, those models' bodies be bomb, like flat belly, and arms are just thin, and the shoulders are wide, and like these hips and these butts and stuff. And I'm like, that is not my body. And I can't wear that because my body is not shaped like that. And I've been thinking, like, how does she get her body when, younger people, they don't be born with this. This comes from babies after babies, and job after job, and stress, and um life, really. And so when you're my age, it's like, You can still have a nice little shape, but the most important thing about your body at this age, you want it to keep you alive. So that's one of the reasons why you should watch what you eat, what you put in there. And I've been really trying to do that. It's just I think it's more than just exercising to me. I think it's an underlying issue of insulin or something to that nature. So I'm studying me while I'm learning to love me. I'm studying what I need for my body and what I don't need for my body. So that's the point. That's where I'm at right now, trying to incorporate the things that I need for me in my body type, in my age. I'm growing, I'm gracefully aging, and I am okay with that. I'm okay with that. I feel good. I think I'm uh still experiencing some things. It's a lot of things for somebody my age. It's a lot of things that I did not even do yet. So traveling, I've been to a few places, but not a lot of places. Cruise. I hadn't been on a cruise. It's a lot of things a lot of places I hadn't seen, a lot of things that I hadn't done, believe it or not, really. Dating is one of them. Really seriously dating, like on a real date, holding hands, talking, gazing into each other's eyes, having dinner, talking, engaging in that person like there's nothing else around them, like you know I have never experienced that. Talk to people on the phone, yeah, it's nothing like having that. I cannot wait practically for my mate to come and for us to just be just losing the losing time, just talking, like not even realizing how long we've talked or how long we spent time together, or it the naturalness of a relationship. I can't wait to experience that. I've had some busters in my life. When if I go way back, I was a pretty hot chick. I think I was pretty good. I was decent. I was okay. I was okay. And I had boyfriends, but none that I wanted to commit. Maybe one, two people that I would really would have liked to commit it to. However, God has a person for everybody. Those people may not have been for me. And maybe because I didn't completely have my stuff together. Like, you know, instead of getting married and having children, I had my children, I raised my children, eh, you know, all these things that led me to this thing. What did I miss? Sometimes you ask yourself, what did I miss? Why didn't I get married? Why didn't I want to get married? It had to been I didn't want to get married. Maybe I didn't want to bring people into my mess of a life. Maybe I didn't trust enough to have someone, you know, share my mess, my secrets, my zone in at that time. And I distinctly remember telling God, I don't want nobody. I don't want to be hurt. I don't need, I mean, he knows what you need when you need it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes opportunities will pass you by because you're not ready. You're not physically ready, emotionally ready, spiritually ready. You're not ready. And so until you're ready, because you're dealing with another mature human being, you have to be a mature human being. You have to able to able to deal with someone face on, dealing with someone, and not like in a childlike manner. This is a whole person. You're a whole person. So it's a matter of, blending, but not giving your all to that person. He's not giving your all to you until you guys become what God has meant for y'all to become. So it's not like, you know, I hear stories of marriages. I hear stories of relationships, toxic relationships, all kinds of things. Getting married and not knowing that person, or not submitting, and all these things, right? Which could scare the life out of you. It could scare the life out of you. You be looking like, I don't want that. I mean, I don't want nobody breaking my skin. I don't want nobody hitting on me. No. I don't want nobody verbally abusing me. No. No. I don't want nobody taking advantage of my circumstances, like, you know, coming in to your life and they broke as hell, excuse my language, and they coming into your life and trying to, you know, blend in with you, blend in with you for what? Because if you bring me down, we have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Or if I bring you down, we have nothing. So you have to be on that vibe, that same level. And right now, I'm thinking high. I'm thinking, all that I could possibly have, I want him to have. All that I can dream of having, the works, the highest level. That's what I want him to be. And then when I was younger, I wasn't mature. I didn't know these things. I wasn't ready. I would have been divorced, broken down, untrustworthy, and in my misery. So God knows what he's doing. So right now, hey, I'm excited about, meeting someone. I know that someone is coming, and I'm gonna be maturely developed and mentally, physically, whatever I need, and financially, especially that, to meet this person and to have these things together with this person. You know what I'm saying? So, that's exciting. That's exciting. I don't want to waste my time on people who don't want anything. I don't want to waste my time on another job that I'm not getting anywhere. I'm just spinning my wheels. I don't want to waste my time letting people in that does not see Ruthie as a person of substance, or a person, or let me just manipulate her mind. Let me talk crazy to her. Let me she'll flow whichever way the wind blow. Or no, no, no. It's not me. And even if I were like that, even if I were that shy, timid person that couldn't take care of herself or her money or her kids, or the person that didn't know no better but what how I was raised, and to let a man come in, whether it be temporary or whatnot, you passing through, I am not the stopping place. I am not the stopping place for you to be in between having a girlfriend and then a stopping place, and then having a wife with somebody else, being a husband to somebody else. I'm not that stopping point. I'm not that stopping point for a long time, because I didn't know what I wanted. I let people do that. I let people in because in my mind I didn't want the commitment with that person. But why did I let them interrupt my life? Because I think I was on a path, I was on a mission to do something. And I used to always let people interrupt my life because I thought it was convenient. I thought if I don't commit to anybody or they don't commit to me, it's okay because I still have my zone. I'm still in my zone, still doing my own thing. I don't have to answer to anybody. I don't have to do this. I don't have to be on time. I don't have to be cook somebody dinner. I don't have to do, you know, and I wasn't, or I thought I wasn't ready for that. And then when my kids came along, it was like all about my kids, it's like, no, my kids, no, I can't go out with my kids. I don't have babysitter. Or you can't bring anybody around your kids. You can't have any man around your kids because you have to know that your kids are in your life for a reason. They're your kids until they're able to go. They're yours until they're able to take care of themselves. Otherwise, they're not my kids. They're God's. They're God's, and I have to treat them as such. So I did my part on them, but I did have to protect them. I felt like I needed to protect them from everything. So that I did. But the men that I met, some was good, just wasn't ready. High school and coming out of high school, a little bit of college, and going through life, you don't know if you're maturely ready for a real relationship at that age. So I think I'm wise. I think I'm very, 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 very much mature now than I was. And I think that I've learned pretty valuable lessons in life about relationships, even though some of them are really, really negative. Some of the stories that you hear out there, people talking about their husbands and their wives, make you think like, mm-mm, yeah, I could do bad by myself. But that's their life. That's not yours. You make your relationship what God intended it to be. You know what you want. You know deep down inside what you want. And who's to say you can't have that? Who's to say if it doesn't happen for you that you still can't live a beautiful, a productive life? You still can do that. You still can do that. And I'm not one to talk about relationship because, hey, like I said, I've had some great ones and I had some really, really, I saw terrible. Not to the point where, I was abused or anything. It's just that the idea that some people have the audacity to cheat, which is to me, I wasn't raised to be dishonest. And I'm naive as I didn't understand that people could be that way, you know, especially if you're giving honesty, yourself. So it was like, it was some mind blowing things that I couldn't understand. I allowed because I thought I had time. I said, well, you know what? That is what it is, and that wasn't for me. You know, it's just life lessons. Relationships are life lessons. Yeah, they are. And if you can learn to, you know, get the lesson out of it, then you'll be okay. You good. You good. So when you get to be my age, then you already know what you don't want. You should know what you want. You do definitely know what you don't want. And if you allow that, then you still have some lessons to learn. You still got to go back and get that lesson. You still have to say, God, I didn't get it right with this one. God, I have this pattern of meeting these type of men. Do I settle for this man? No, no. It's like break the patterns that break. I mean, kind of like one more, five higher. Kind of get it out there and say, hey, you know what? I know what I deserve. I know what I deserve. And if you meet that person and you know that's the person, then you just sit back and let God do the work. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Learn your lessons. Get your lessons out of that relationship. Don't get stuck on nobody. Life is too precious. Go, move on to the next, or give yourself a break. Learn how to love you. Maybe that's why you're attracting what you're attracting, because you don't know how to love you. And people see that. People see your vulnerability. Somehow they see your vulnerability and they take advantage of it. Some people don't, some people do. Um, Given the opportunity, and if you allow it, yeah, why not? Let me go over here and spend a night with such and such, and she ain't gonna mind if I don't call her 2 3 days. If you let that happen, you're telling that person that's what you that's what you're that's your level of vibration. That's you're so gullible, like, hey, I'm not worthy of no more than this. No, no. What you need to do is learn your lessons from your past. Learn things. When you're in a relationship with somebody, they pass through, and your heart is big, and you want that person, and you want to love on that person, and you want to be with that person, and oh my God, he's the world. Take your notes. Learn. Look. Take your notes. Excuse me. Take your notes and take something out of that relationship. It's gonna hurt. Heartbreak is never easy. It's gonna hurt, but take a lesson out of that. You didn't go through that for nothing. Take a lesson, take notes. My heart was there. I gave my heart to this man. Da 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 da. I can't be so quick to give my heart to the next man. Let me, you know, feel him out. Let us get to know each other. Let us get to vibe with each other. Let us miss each other. Let us, you know, explore this, or what did I do last time that I felt in my soul that wasn't right. Let me explore that, so that won't happen again. And you gotta use this. You gotta. I mean, it's easy for me to say this now because I've had my life experience, but to the younger generation, you have to use this. It's not about this as much in your body, as much in your coochie. It's not about that. It's about who God meant for you to be with. You want a loving, all around loving relationship. You don't want just anything and anybody. You don't. You don't. You don't want to spend your life walking on eggshells. Okay, my husband. I gotta go. Yeah, my husband is here, or my husband is picking me up today. So you're very timid and you're all uptight because you with this man that you shared your vows with, and you love him, and somehow he don't love you the way you love him, and it's like it's chaos. It's chaos. I want chaos. I want beautiful chaos. I want the beautiful, like, I don't know when he's coming home, but I know when he get here, I'm gonna be like that puppy. I'm so excited to see him. Vice versa with him. Sometimes the Negro gonna get up, set of flowers for me. It's not gonna be always. He bringing me flowers, and I'm not tapping his phone trying to see where he at, and it's gonna be beautiful chaos. It's gonna be like, did you just cook me breakfast at 6 o'clock at night? That's beautiful. To me, like doing something like out of the norm, or surprises and love vibes. We feel each other pain. We feel each other's everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's worth waiting on. I think that's worth waiting on. Don't get hooked on somebody that don't show you the same kind of love. When a person cheat on you, he's cheating on you. That means he just don't want you. He wants somebody else too. And then the next person. So, and then married men, I can tell you about married men. Married men will go as far as you let them. You go to let them go the whole 9 yards, they're gonna go the whole 9 yards. They're gonna forget that woman at home, but they gotta go back to that woman at home. It's all about, if you allow this in your life and you know this person is committed to somebody else, why are you wasting your time on that? That's not yours. Mm-mm, that's not yours. It's not yours. He will never be yours. Even after a divorce, even if he's saying he's getting a divorce, till he shows you those papers, he gonna be talking divorce, divorce, divorce each year. But you're gonna be growing gradually in love, or attached to him. Maybe not love, maybe it's an arrangement. But no, no. God did not design us to uh, want a married somebody else's spouse. We're not. I mean, it's cute because it's an attraction, and you be like, it's cute, but it ain't normal. It's not. It's not. It's not good. That's not good. So you got to be careful of that, and it's the easiest trap to get involved in. It's like this person is genuinely pouring his heart out to you, um, about things about him, not necessarily about his marriage, things about him, and the things, he like about you, and it's perfect, and you get along so well. But all in all, you're not that person's mate. You're not that person's mate, because there's that line, and you can't cross that line. So don't waste your time on that. I mean, I've had married friends, I could say this: married guys are easily can easily you could easily talk to a married man. You can, you know, talk and share ideas, or you know, you know, most of my friends in high school were guy friends, and I wasn't fast and I wasn't busting it open like they say, these kids say these days. But I got along better with men than per se than I did women, because you always have that jealousy thing, or I'm better than you thing, or it's always conflict with women. It's always something. But there are some women that genuinely can be your friend. Ace coon booms. That's what I call them. But men, to me, were always easy to talk to. Always, always. And as I grew older, and I found that most married men are easy, or I'm like, they're there, like, hey, how you doing? And but you gotta say no. It's like you can't cross that line. No, you can't come sit on my couch. No, we can't go nowhere. No, and, if you fall for that, then you got some more maturing to do. You ought to want those things for yourself. You ought to want that house he shared with his wife for yourself. You need to want something for yourself. You might want that same kind of marriage in that big house or that little house. It doesn't matter, but it'll be you and your person, not you and somebody else's person. You know what I'm saying? So, married man, out. Crazy men, out. No, we don't want no narcissists. I think I tore that word up. We don't want none of them. We don't want no drama per se with men and their baby mamas. We don't want that. I used to say that a lot when I was younger. Baby mama drama. Um, get with a man, and his ex-wife or his baby's mama is always in his face, and da 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 da. My kids can't come up. I am so way past that. I am so out of that on that. In my age, you have to be. So you don't want that. I don't even. I can't. I don't want to even say this. I don't even want a man that sells dope. I don't want you to. I don't think that's enough. Uh, that's not even. That's not a. It's not a career. Just just put it that way. It's not a career. Do what you have to do, dude. Go ahead out there and make your money. Do what you have to do. But don't, at the end of the day, don't think about all the lives you ruined. Don't think about the risk that you're taking, the risk that you're placing upon me. Don't think about your children's lives and how they view you. Don't think about all that. Just go out there selflessly and do something like that if you want. If that's the kind of life you want. Some people love that. To each his own. I don't have nothing against your career moves. I don't. Been there, done that. I don't. But now, me, right now, here and now, I wouldn't want a man that, mm-mm. It's not that much money in the world. It's not that much money in the world to risk your life for in that type of environment. So, for me, no. Mm-mm. Um, I guess that would be under the same category as narcissist, narcissist. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Liar. I don't want anybody to have a foundation of lies. I mean, you start off a relationship oh, where we're lying. Lying starts, and that's the basis of our relationship. Let me find out what time the movie is. Hold on. Don't lie to me. I mean, you lie to me, I'm gonna have a reason to lie to you. So that's nothing to base a relationship on, lies. Start off a relationship like that on lying, it's gonna be always based on lying. You have to tell one lie after another. If you start one lie, you gotta end with the lie. Where you meet, that saying that they used to say, where you meet a person is where you gonna lose a person. Like you club hopping and you the club person, and you meet your husband in the club, and that's where he's gonna always be. That's where he's gonna go. That's his life, right? One second. Okay. What's today? Thursday. Yeah, I can do that tomorrow. Um, no, you don't pretty much want to start a relationship online. You don't want anyone to conform you. In other words, you don't want to take on a role, take on a personality of your mate or a personality of the man you're dating. You don't want to become him per se. You want to be you, who you are, and you don't want him to become you. So it's like you you don't have to. I mean, like he has his ideas. He has his political ideas, his religious ideas, his relationship ideas. That's who he is. That's him. Don't have to go in and try to change anything of his, and he shouldn't have to try to change you, because I learned you cannot change anyone but yourself. You cannot change anyone but yourself. So unless you're willing to change you, then don't try to change that person, because that person is not going to change. But they will change if they're looking at you and your life and how you're doing and you're okay, and this is this, and you're not conforming, and this is who you are. This is what I believe. I'm willing to meet you halfway. We can meet halfway on things, and we're gonna become, what it is gonna be what it is, what it is. So those are the things that I know I don't want in a relationship. It's a lot of things that you don't want because you've been through them and you've done that or whatever. What about the things that you do want? Let's talk about that. Like, what do you do want? And when people ask me that, I get a little, you know, hesitant to say, because I have a whole list of things. And remember when they used to say, uh, you make your list, but don't make it too high so nobody can reach that goal or whatever. But my list is simple enough. I mean, it could be, it could be toned, you know. I mean, but not taken away from, it can be adjusted a little. I can, I won't bend, I have high standards, but they're not that high where this person can not meet them. You know what I'm saying? So when I say adjusted or, you know, modified a little bit, I'm meaning like I want a God fearing man. I want a God fearing man. I don't think that's negotiable. I want a secure man. I don't think that's negotiable too. I'm at that age where, man, we gotta live life and not worry about this huge bill that we can't pay. No, it's got to be some type of security. This man got to be able to take care of, not take care of. Let me put it this way. This man has to be able to protect me. Yeah. That's what I mean. Secure financially, secure in, taking care of me, making sure I'm okay, making sure I'm safe. Because if I don't feel safe with you, I'm gonna look for safety, some kind of way. So that's non-negotiable either. Um, Now this one is how he looks. Now everybody want eye candy, everybody wants cute, everybody wants nice looking man, somebody that you can show off and you know do these things with. um, but at the same time, what's beauty? What's beauty? Really, you can have a not so good person, not so good looking person, right? Fair looking, decent looking, maybe even ugly. I've dated ugly guys. Sorry, I did. I have. I have, and I ain't saying I ain't no. I'm a beauty queen or anything, but I think I look fair. And I've dated. I've attracted some not so decent looking, but they had the biggest heart ever. Sometimes it's not about looks. Sometimes it's not about um his stature or built, or sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes it's about what's within him, what's living within him, how he was raised, his parents, his grandma, his sisters and brothers. Sometimes it's about, you know, what he has to offer as far as a person is concerned, and looks will help. I mean, that's a plus. You know how when you fill out applications and it say your credentials and BA, you have to have a BA. No, you have to have a high school diploma. An associate degree is a plus. Like sort of like that. Good looks is a plus. I mean, not necessarily would qualify you, but it's a plus. It's good. But I think a fair, decent looking man, it's okay, even if he ugly. Now I don't even know how to define ugly because I don't I don't I don't see ugly people. I see ugliness in the way people's personality come out towards others. I see ugliness in that. But as far as appearance, everybody, God made everybody, and He didn't make ugly. I mean, you're just born to be how you look. That's what I think. But you have to have a good heart first and foremost. So appearance is that could be adjustable. I want cute, I do, but not necessarily where some cute people you can't even excuse me. Some cute people you can't even stare in the face because their beauty is beyond you. And I don't want no awkwardness. I don't want ugly per se. If you think this man is not your cup of tea and you gotta stare at him and it's like make you feel awkward too, it's like you gotta choose. But that heart got to be there. I'm sorry. And I do my preference is tall guys. Tall guys. That's my preference. But I don't want sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm short. I am not even 5 feet. I think I'm 4'11", 5 feet maybe. Maybe on a good day. My heels 5'1". Okay, so I'm short and curvy. I'm not big, fat, but I do not. I think short guys have the very best personalities, but I don't. I feel some kind of way. It's so crazy. I'm gonna say this. I'll feel like a short guy is somebody my height cannot protect me. That's crazy, huh? Cannot bring me. I don't know. I can't even explain it. Short. I mean, My height, because I'm, like I said, very short. Maybe 5'4", maybe 5'6", maybe up in there would be okay. I know that's still short, but maybe up in there would be okay. But I don't know, two short people walking around, we look like midgets, and it feel like kids, or I feel like kids if you're holding my a kid if you're holding my hand. I don't know. It's just a complex thing. It's a complex thing. I don't know. Maybe I hadn't met the right one yet. I don't know. A horror story. But yeah, I prefer tall, way taller than me, really tall guys. And I like I used to think I like slim guys, but I don't like slim guys. I like thick guys. I like fireman built type of guys, but I would settle for a big man. I would. I would. Yeah, I would. I settle for a big man with a beautiful personality, and his looks, and he's just strong, and he's secure, and he knows what he wants, and he knows what he needs, and he knows what he needs to do, and he just his confidence is there, because your confidence, I'm telling you, this is why I'm working on me. This is why I'm trying to love on me, to that have that confidence. To have that confidence, it goes beyond beauty, it goes beyond age, it goes beyond financial circumstances. When you have that confidence, a woman like a man with confidence. Oh my, it's nothing you could tell us. He got that confidence, and he's proud of himself. He's for sure of himself. That's attractive. Confidence is a very attractive attribute a man can have. So yeah, but my list go on and on, like financially stable, um, God fearing, of course, um, you know, have his own business if possible. Um, the house, he's well established, he's family oriented. It's okay to have kids. I love kids. Hey, grown-ups, hey, welcome to the family dinner. So, but he's gonna treat me like an angel. He's gonna treat me like I'm important to him. I'm part of his life. I'm what he wants in his life. He's not gonna be going to his parents' house without me, or he's not gonna be having family holiday dinners without me. You know what I'm saying? Like even parties at his house, I'm gonna be front and center. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. I don't know about anybody else. It's crazy, but that's the kind of man I want. And there's a few more things on that list. There's a few more things on that list that I can't think of right now because I can't pull it out, but I will. Um, and maybe you know, I'm not gonna rewrite it, because you're supposed to write your list and just forget about it, put it out there. It's coming. It's just a matter of time. It's coming. So those are some of the things that I have. I want. I told you about the things that I don't want. Those are some of the things that I do want. But all in all, I'm not going to have those things to the fullest until I work on me, until I complete me, until I finish me. Because if I'm expecting a whole man, I got to be a whole woman. I have to have it all. I have to have everything that I need to sustain a relationship with a um mature man that want the same thing that I want. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on me. I'm working on me financially. I'm working on me physically. I'm working on me mentally. Yeah. Um, I am. I'm having to take it's going really, really slow because there's so many distractions right now in my life that I need to work on, and that I need to get settled with, situated with. But in the meantime, I'm going to take courses. I'm going to take, um, you know, anything that I could do to, you know, stimulate my mind to wanting more, calling in more things for me, expecting more from God, listening to God, keeping a mindful eye on my surroundings. When I say surroundings, I'm not necessarily talking about my inside surroundings or anything. Um, but I'm talking about in general. Like for a while, I had closed the idea of having anyone in my life because I did not want to waste time with broken people. You know, if I'm attracting broken people, then I must be broken. But I'm not broken because I don't feel comfortable with men that are broke. I mean, I ain't talking about financially, but I'm like broken, like spiritually broken, just broke down, like mentally broken down or physically broken down. Everything just like it's not fixed. You're not ready for me. You ready for a booty call. You might be ready for a mate that you can sleep with. You can't even take a person out. You can't even, you know, deal with their lives, with your lives. And I don't want anybody broken. I don't want anybody broke. God has to fix that person before he bring him to me because I can't be no broken than what I'm already am and trying to lift myself up and trying to build myself up. I can't, not saying that I'm above them. I'm broken myself. So two broken people, guess what? We just got crumbs of glass, shared glass everywhere. So, you know, be with somebody that inspires you. Be with somebody that you're not even you have never imagined being with. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that have something that you don't have, that you're striving to get. And then you guys are even not, you guys can get there together. I tried that with my kid's dad. I mean, I had nothing. I moved out of my mom's house. I had my mom gave us pots and pans, and his mom gave us a microwave and some pans and curtains, and we did the thing. We put that stuff together, and we called ourselves making a house. Moved into an apartment with pots and pans and a couple of sheets, no beds, no nothing. We build on that. I say, well, we can start. This is love. We can start from scratch and build our way up. So eventually we got furniture. Eventually we got the things we needed for a house. But it wasn't a home because he wasn't in it. Half the time he running around doing what he had to do. So it, it's what you build is nothing compared to who you building it with. So keep that in mind. So I again broken brokenness, I can't fix that. I'm not God. I can't fix your brokenness. I can't fix the way you was raised or brought up. I can't raise another woman's boy. I can't raise him into a man. He has to come to me as a whole man. You know what I'm saying? Because I, it's impossible for me to raise a boy to a man when that was surely his mom's job to do. So we have all kinds, you got to be discerning about that, I guess. You can't get knocked on your butt by something we call love. We think it's love because sometimes love can be deceiving. Love looks so different and comes in so many different packages. So if you don't know what love is and you don't know how to identify with what you know about love, you don't even love yourself. So if you can't identify it, you take it. You take anything. You take the first sign of, oh, you think it's love. I show you love. So you got to be discerning. You got to be knowing, I guess, knowing, go into a sense of self, like reach down in there and try to find who you are, not what you were, but who you are now, what you've matured to, what are you looking for, what do you want, you know what I'm saying? Get those things, get your life together, get those things. Never too late. It's never too late. to love somebody, love yourself, get into a relationship, a healthy, strong relationship that you've always meant to be in, you know. Yep, yep. So I hope I didn't leave anything out or anything left over. Maybe we can bring it up in another conversation, but that's my uh, viewpoint on relationships per se. And like I say, disclaimer: I'm not an expert. As a matter of fact, I'm single. If I didn't tell you that, I'm single. I've been single for a couple of years now. It's been a while. Oh, it's been centuries. So yes, I'm feeling like a nun right now, which is okay. I like this. I like this new me. I like being celibate. I like being able to relate to God and tell God about things and talk to Him and relate to Him. And God, this is the day I'm having. I had this day. It's like I'm confused about this one thing, and just consult with him and let all my secret desires and everything that's playing in my head. He already knows us. He knows our heart. He knows our intentions. So why not give it to the person that knows, or give it to the one who knows all your intentions, know what you're going to do next week, know what you're going to do next month. You telling him these things, but he already know what's ahead of you, and that's a good feeling. Like, feel like you can't lie to God. Feel like, I'm gonna tell you this. This may not be right, but I need to tell you this. This is what I'm going through. So hopefully the answers that I'm getting back is preparing me for that relationship to come. Maybe it may not be a relationship. Maybe it'll be a stability of my own. I've always wanted that house, this home that I had vision, and not necessarily a fancy car or whatever, because like I said, I'm not name brand, I'm not the, but I do want this particular car. um I want a car. It don't have to be a particular car, but I want this car in this house, and I want to be able to live a comfortable life, you know a comfortable life, and whatever that may be, and I pray that it's with somebody that I love. And then I pray that I learn love to know how to identify love when this person come in. So that's my journey. That's my journey. I hope everybody is having a good day. I have to go. I have to go. I hope everybody had a good day. I hope everybody have an even more beautiful evening. I'm getting ready to go to the movies. Yay, I'm going to see a movie with my daughter. So it's date night for me and my daughter. I'm going to start doing this a little bit more often. Start having, I want to say I want to have date night, but I don't like to go places by myself as much. So I have to have date night with myself in my own home. So since I could cook, I'll be okay with that. So yeah, have a good evening. I hope everybody stay prayed up, stay hopeful. Our significant other is coming. He's on the way. He's on the way. Yes. And God loves you. So do I. Have a good evening. Bye.